Dr. Service, can you tell us about your role with the USMLE and your role in writing questions for the NBME?
Absolutely, yeah. 5 or 6 years ago, I was recommended to the USMLE Step 2 Psychiatry Committee, which consists of 6 psychiatrists who are selected from all over the country. And these are the people who write the questions for the USMLE that relate to psychiatry. Each specialty, as you might imagine, surgery, medicine, pediatrics, has their own committee. And I found it to be a really helpful exercise in learning how to write good test questions. When you go to the NBME, which is headquartered in Philadelphia, the NBME being the organization that comes up with the USMLE, they put you through an intensive 3-day course that focuses on teaching you to write good test questions and learning the metrics of how to test those questions to ensure that they're reliable and consistent and effective in evaluation. And I enjoyed it very much. I mean, I found it a very collegial process. What happens is every year the members of the committee are each charged with writing 50 questions. And those questions, you're given assignments in terms of writing them on in particular content areas or specific things that they want to evaluate. And then you all come together and we literally, as a group, read every question. And every question is discussed and edited and changed and modified. Some of them are discarded. And the committee works over 3 or 4 days to come up with a final set of questions, which then get tested by the NBME a few times before they are incorporated into the USMLE. And a year ago, after serving on the committee for 4 years, I was asked to chair the committee, which I'm now doing for the next 3 years. I'm in charge. And the good thing about that is, as the chair, you don't have to write any questions. So,
is this a model that's used in the other disciplines as well?
It's identical to the model that other disciplines are using. There is some interesting discussion going on in the NBME about changing the USMLE. And there's been a lot of discussion nationally about these changes. And so the USMLE CS exam is being looked at closely. The separation of Part 1 and Part 2 is also being looked at, and there's a lot of discussion about merging those together into one exam. So it's an interesting time to be involved at that level and to be part of those discussions.